In this video, I'm going to tell you how to design promotional social media banner design with animation in After Effects. And first, what we have to do first, I am going to design promotional social media banner design in Illustrator, and after that, I will add animation in After Effects. So, without further waiting, let's start it. Go to File and then New, and then select the size of the banner. Width should be 1080 and height should be 1080, and then advanced mode and select RGB mode. And then what we have to do, go to Windows and select the layers panel. Layers is very important for social media design if you want to add animation especially. So give the name of this layer, and let's see, give the name a rectangle, and then select take a rectangle tool and draw a rectangle exactly according to the size of this artboard, and then take a eyedropper tool and select dark blue color from the color palette you can see in front of me. Okay, now after that, lock this layer by pressing Ctrl plus 2, and then take a ellipse tool and draw a circle like this and set the alignment into the center like this, and after that add gradient on it. What we have to do, first select gradient and then add color, select color with the help of eyedropper tool like this. Again we have to select blue color on left side, and then select same we have to do it with the right hand side. So first we have to change the opacity of this side to 0, and then select blue color and then play with the effects of this, which effect you want, darker or lighter is totally up to you, and then adjust the line, a shade line, and you can see it little bit light. It's totally up to do how you want it. There is no hard and fast rule for it. Okay, then again adjust it like this, and then take a to selection tool and then adjust it like this and set into the middle like this. Now yes, it looks fine. You can even increase the size of it. It's totally up to you, sorry. And then increase it, decrease it, play with it, it's until you are satisfied like this, and then it's ready. I'm satisfied now. Now you have to increase the size. Whenever you adjust the size, you have to set the alignment every time. Now after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the, now give name to this layer. We are going to adjust sofa, so let me give this layer name to sofa, and then put this sofa into the center and increase the size of this sofa like this, and let me adjust it little bit more. And then what we have to do, we have to adjust the alignment and put this into the center, and after that take a new layer again, and this time what we are going to do, we are going to add a shape like this, and then take a pen tool and draw a anchor point on the left side and right side and adjust it like this, drag it like this, and make sure it's in the center. If it's not, don't worry. After that, what we are going to do, it's our D shape. Now we take a direct selection tool and adjust this anchor point to the center like this, and we can adjust the size of this anchor point later and give a color to this shape like this, and then arrange and bring to front this sofa. Again what we are going to do, again bring to sofa. No, it's about we have to adjust the layer so it will come in front of us. Okay, now what our next step is, we are going to adjust the size of this shape and make sure it's in the center of the sofa like this, and center of the artboard as well like this. Now we will remove the extra part later, so don't worry about it. Again we have to adjust the sofa or shapes everything time to time, so don't worry about it. After that, what we are a new layer, is time to add a logo. So I'm going to give this layer name logo. Let me write it. You can add any logo you have it, so just take copy and paste it. So I don't have any logo, so that's why I just write a name of logo here, so you can understand where to add logo. After that, what our next step is, let me adjust this shape little bit more. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a ellipse tool, oh sorry, rectangle tool, and draw a rectangle like this. I'm going to do is for heading. So now you understand, then we have to add or take a layer for each and every step, so I don't have to tell you every time, so you just add it every time a layer. So after that, what I'm going to do is give this layer a color. And then this is our first heading, main heading, special, and then you can adjust it like this and make sure it's in the center. And then again we are going to take a rectangle tool like this time we have to take a size little bit larger than the previous one. And then take a direct selection tool again, and then adjust the corner and give little bit arc shape like this. And then again increase the size of it and make sure it's in the center. Select both the boxes and select the bigger one and set alignment according to that box. And then again add, this is our main text. I'm going to write a fashion like this. Let me write it first and then increase the size of this and select any typeface, is up to you, and increase the uh, width of it. I have selected bold font. And then make sure it's in the center, increase the size. Totally it's up to you, play with it how you want it. Is there is no hard and fast rule, as I told you before as well. Let me adjust it, increase the size and increase the tracking. So it's totally up to you. And then the most important part, we have to set the alignment. And then it's let me tell you something. Please group it so we don't face any difficulty while we set the alignment like this. Then again take a rectangle tool, this time like this. And then again we have to do the same step, add a select text cell and then give a color to it and then adjust it and put into the center. And first, before that, take a direct selection tool and adjust the corner like this. You can easily do it if you are even a beginner, so I don't need to tell this step. So now put this into the center and increase the size of it and opacity. I'm not using too many fonts, I have just used two fonts and just adjust the width of each font. So it's very important, don't use so many text, it will definitely look messy or not look into your social media banner design. So it's a beauty of it that take a less fonts and you can do a lot of things with a minimum font. Then adjust it and make sure group each box and text so we can adjust it easily and in timely manner. So let me adjust it little bit more. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a ellipse tool again. Now this time draw a, as I told you, don't forget to add layer for each work you are doing, in for each element you are adding. Now again take a ls tool and draw a circle like this and adjust it like this according to your choice. You can even increase the size of it if you want, is totally up to you. I'm just telling you, give you an idea how you can do it. So increase the size of it and again give color to white so it can pop up to into our social media banners. It's the most important thing to make sure the size and the color complement each other. Then add phone number, it's totally up to you. And then again give the color. It's very easy. Now you understand what you have to do. I'm just do a formality here. And then again I'm going to add a website address like this, and then make sure sizes are same because it's in the bottom of the artboard. So make sure the sizes is according to the both sizes should be same. And then again give layer name to this layer. You can understand why I am giving name to each layer, because it will help us while we adding animation in After Effects. Now after that again take a rectangle tool and then direct selection tool, and then select both the circle and then drag it to inside it, in towards inside. And then add shop now, and then give color to it. It's very easy. I'm just telling give you an idea how to do it, okay? And then it's the most important part of any social media banner design, and it attracts your audience, targeted audience. So make sure you select the colors for your social media design wisely, and adjust it alignment. You have to adjust the alignment till the last minute, so don't worry about it. It's a normal process for we as a graphic designer, so don't worry about it. Let me adjust it little bit more. And then little bit I have to increase the size of the circle, gradient circle. And then what I'm going to do is, let me little bit do it. Now it's our last step. Take a rectangle tool again and select all the layers to give clipping marks in, otherwise clipping marks will not be added. And then they draw a rectangle square and give any color to it, and select all the layers and make sure all the layers are unlocked before adding clipping marks. And then adjust it. Now you can see it, our social media banner design. Now it's time to add animation in After Effects. Our social media design is ready. Let's go there. Here is our After Effects dashboard. Go to new composition and set width and height to 2000 and set the frame rate to 30 and press OK. Now come to the left panel. Now double click it and then go to imports and go to file, and then you can select Illustrator file from here and input file, select it and select the second option and click on input like this. We have to wait a bit. Then after that you can see the file into this panel. You can see it here. And then what I'm going to do is select that Illustrator file. You can even make your design in Photoshop as well. Now drag it to the below panel like this. You can see each and individual layers individually here. Then again select the first file and drag it like this. Now you can see it. Here is our Illustrator design like this. Let me edit animation to it. We are going to add animation in three things. We are going to add animation in heading, into the sofa, and then after that call and website. And then first I'm going to add animation in our tags individually. I'm going to add scale on it. For that I'm going to select special tags first. You can see it, and then press scale, or you can just press S, so you can see the scale below the spatial file, and then click on it. And after that decrease the size to 0. Let me do it. You can do it manually as well, or you can just drag it to the left side like this, set to 0. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the circle which you can see on the left side on the scale, and then drag this line to little bit distance, and then adjust this scale to 0. Set the scale to 0. Now I'm going to again move to, and then press space to see the animation in front of you. Every time if you want to see the animation, you have to press the space bar. Okay, now let me adjust the let screen first, and what I'm going to do is again little bit zoom in would be great, you can see it properly. And then again I'm going to add scaling to this fashion text. Now again press S, you can see the scale bar, and then press scale and adjust this scale to 0 manually, and then press to click on this circle beside it, and then drag this line to the same exact point of the previous one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 100 and click on there, and then again press the space bar to see the animation like this, you can easily see it. And then we have to do the same step to scale as well. Press and then press as, you can see the scale bar, and then set to 0 manually, and then click on the circle beside it, and then drag this line to the, click on it, and then drag this line to the exact position to the previous point. Okay, and click on it, and then adjust to 100, you can see it. And then as I told you, press spacebar to see the animation of these text, you can see it. You can even increase the duration of these animation. Then go left click on each keyframe and go to keyword is keyframe is assistant and go to easier. We have to do the same stage, go to keyframe assistant and then select the easiest, so your animation look great on it. Okay, and then now it's time to add animation into this sofa. Now what I'm going to do is select the sofa layer, then press P so you can see the position tab below, and then put this sofa into the blank space below. So first what I'm going to do is let me drag it little bit more, sorry, and then click on this circle beside the position. But before that, let me decrease the screen size to 25. I think little bit more I have to do it, so you can see the screen size, and then click on this scale. Let me do it more, decrease the sizes, and then before dragging this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this line to the same keyframe points, and then drag this anchor point upper side. You can see the line, make sure you select the anchor point, then drag it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of its screen so you can see the animation clearly. I think it looks fine, little bit more so you can see it more clearly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this line and press the space bar. Now you can see the animation. Now again one more time press the space bar, you can see it, it looks very good. Now one more time so you can see it what we are doing here. And then what our next step is, now it's time to add animation in call and website. First I'm going to add animation in website. Press P so you can see the position tab, and then click on position, and then you can drag to, you have to drag the website to the blank space, and then click on the circle beside it, and then before that, drag this line to the same previous keyframe, and then drag, select anchor point and drag to the same exact point like this, and then drag this line previously, and then press the space bar to see the animation. You can see it right to left animation, and then again now I'm going to add the animation in call as well. Select call and then press P so you can see the position tab, and then select position and drag this call to the blank space like this, and then click on the circle beside it and drag this line to the same exact point, and then select the anchor point and drag it like this. You can see it. Now again put this line to the previous point and then press spacebar to see the animation. Again one more time, let me add left click keyframe assistant and select easier. Left click keyframe assistant easier so your animation look appropriate or match to the previous animation, and then again say do the same thing, press left click keyframe assistant and then easiest. Now again do the same thing, drag it to the initial point and then press the space bar to see the. Now it's time to save this animation. Go to composition and then select add to Adobe Encoder. For that you have Adobe Encoder, so Adobe Media Encoder. Without that you won't be able to save this animation without any adults. Now we have to wait it. Then what will happen, you have to double click here and your file animation file will automatically show here. We have to wait a bit here, and what we have to do, we have to select use higher render quality and select the input file where you have to save this animation, and then press OK, and then what our next step is, select the H254 format for this, and then H254 format for this, and then what I'm going to do is and then just press click here, enter, press enter, and you can see your animation. It takes some time to render, so we have to wait a bit, and we have to wait, and then select the format H254 so your animation will be saved in video format. You can see it, here is our file. You can see the animation file. It looks very good. You can directly post this into Instagram easily, and but you have to decrease the duration of it by editing in your editing software. That's it for now.